Doug Edwards sent me this. He said, I've got this game. It's called Is That Banana Loaded? It's trademarked as well. So what that means is that they've spent the time and the trouble to submit the trademark, wait for the 3 or 4 months for the trademark to be authorised, all for a banana. You know, on paper this shouldn't work. The artwork is, quite frankly, very, very simple. To the point where you could argue it's possibly kind of clip art. The mechanics are very, very, very basic. But it's a case of I draw a card, take the action on the card, you draw the card, take an action on the card. Then we come up against a goblin. Yeah, there's goblins in it. I didn't say that. You might get wounds like these. And if you get wounds, the only way to deal with a wound is to get an ambulance, and that'll help you deal with a wound. But watch out for holes, because you might fall down them. If you get yourself a weapon, you can go ahead and you can fight the goblin. And if you fight the goblin, then you're possibly going to get the gold. If you get the gold, and if you manage to get a weapon like an umbrella, or maybe even a shield, if you get the treasure, and if you manage to get the treasure home, then you win. There's a +5 sword here. It's quite lovely. But that's when things get interesting, because then on the way back you've got your sword, you've got your treasure. You try to draw this home card from the deck, and meantime there's lots of these battle cards. And what that means is that you will go up against other players. And then if you win, you're fine. If you lose, they take the treasure off you. And then they've got to draw one of these to see if they get to go home instead and win. It shouldn't work. But there is nothing better at the moment than the face of a small person who has just kicked everybody's butt. It Is That Banana Loaded? Because it's simple and it's fun, and there's a purity of fun. And sometimes when you're playing tabletop games, it's all about the victory, or it's all about being clever. And sometimes you can walk away from an actual epic game of something and still have a question of whether or not you've had fun. Is That Banana Loaded attempts to answer that question by providing you fun. And it is a fun game. It looks dreadful compared to what's on the market just now with like various kind of artists and stuff like that. The art isn't great, but it doesn't matter, because it didn't matter to us on the table when we were playing it, because people were laughing for the 3rd time as I was continually getting my butt handed to me by somebody who was attacking me with a floret of broccoli. Is this coming to Kickstarter? Well, no, too late, because it's been to Kickstarter and it got funded, and now it's out in general circulation in several online retailers. Should you buy it? I've been thinking about this, because normally it would be like, oh, it just doesn't hit the grade, and if you like that. But, you know, see, there's 2 types of people you could buy this for. You could buy this for the young relative for the holiday season coming up, because it's something different and it's something simple, and it's not going to be, oh look, uncle somebody or auntie somebody's just bought us one of those board game things trying to get us interested in the hobby. They're going to look at this in the bright yellow garish box, and they're probably going to give it a shot, because it's got 2 things that are really, really familiar. One of them is a deck of 56 cards, and the other thing is a yellow dice, a D6, a normal 6-sided dice, and the rules themselves are on a pamphlet. I mean, it's a square. I mean, it's hot in here. Can't even get a breeze off this. It's small. And the other thing is, buy it for somebody who definitely has decor in their house that just would not suit having yellow in it, you know, because what that means is that then every time you subsequently do like one of those doorstep visits or eventually get into their house again, they will have to take this box out and display it in front of everything, even though it's going to horrifically clash with everything in their house. And they're going to sit there and they're going to look at you and they're going to hate you because you made them display this on a shelf just to show that they were appreciative that you bought them a gift. It's fun. It's unexpected fun. You know, if I'd played this with an older group, we would have looked at it and scoffed at it and probably said some nasty derogatory words about it because it isn't for that type of group. But if you put it in front of a younger group, if you put it in front of people who aren't being necessarily too serious and just want a little bit of a muck around and maybe a filler for like 10-15 minutes until something else is happening, it's perfect. You know, I kind of wanted to walk away when I first looked at this game because it kind of, I've had it for a couple of weeks or something like that, and I wasn't sure about playing it because I did look at this and I go, well, how much fun can it be? And it turns out I shouldn't judge a banana by its cover because it's perfectly serviceable. Is it going to break the mechanical kind of wonders of kind of new mechanics and stuff like that? Absolutely not. You know, is it going to be hailed as the next biggest thing? Probably not either, but that doesn't matter because we need some fun at the moment and this provides it. So that is that banana loaded. It's on, we'll put links in the show notes as to where you can get it kind of online. As I say, it's already funded on Kickstarter, and we appreciate Doug Edwards sending us in a copy. We weren't paid for this review. Yeah, but is that banana loaded. My name's Richard. This is We're Not Wizards. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've saw, I don't know, if a banana was loaded, what would other fruit type weapons be like? Comment below. There's not any prizes, it's just a little bit of fun. But until the next time, stay safe, roll sixes, make something awful, and banana! That was meant to be a minion. Banana! Banana! Body! Banana! Sorry.